I want to take a look now at Tony Parker's explanation to a French outlet, L'Espresso. Can we say that all?
L'Espresso.
There we go. Thank you. Leaving the Spurs for the Hornets after 17 seasons in San Antonio. And this is interesting. He went out of his way to sort of give some props back to the organization. He said, the Spurs offered me the same thing contractually as Charlotte, but it was more about the role. I didn't want to finish as an assistant coach, and that was the role they offered me when I wanted to play. And he went on to say, and when Michael Jordan called me my idol, I thought, let's go. For me, it felt like closing the loop. To finish my career in his club, it's something special for me because it's him that made me want to play basketball. And so I thought this was nice, first of all, that he went out of his way, because he said also in that interview that he thought Spurs fans were upset with the organization, and they shouldn't be. They should know that the Spurs did offer him, money-wise, the deal. Do you think the Spurs are going to regret letting him walk?
No, because I think at a certain point you have to turn the page, right? And Manu's gone, Tim is gone. Where does Tony fit in, right? He's going to want X amount of minutes. You really want DeJounte Murray to keep growing. So I just find myself in a situation that I think to myself, the Spurs not only did the right thing, but you know what? Tony did the right thing too. If he wants to play, he can go somewhere and play. He may not, just like we talked about with not Ricky Davis, with Rodney Hood, that you may not know what you are anymore. But it's hard when you're that guy and you've been the Finals MVP and you've been this great for so long. The last guy to know is the guy looking at himself in the mirror when it comes to professional sports.
Without a doubt. They won't regret it. You know, and Tony, he made the right decision. You know, he still feels like he has something left in the tank. Going to play in Michael Jordan's organization, the guy he looked up to, I mean, he wants to end his career there. He'll always be remembered as a San Antonio legend. He'll always be able to go back. There's no bad blood between him and Popovich. He just knows where he's at in his career, and he wants to play and not coach, and they both respect each other, and that's what he did.
And I think this is so interesting because we talked about a little bit over the summer about Carmelo Anthony. There's no shame in wanting to end your career the way you want to end your career. And there are, especially in today's NBA, this year's NBA, there's not that many teams where you can say, oh, I'm going to sacrifice it all to be on a contender and really have a shot of winning. There's not that many places that's even true. Now, Melo thinks he has picked one of those places, and that's the route that he's taken, and he has sort of indicated he'd be more open to sacrificing some of the stuff he wasn't last year. But I don't think there's anything wrong with any other guy saying, you know what, I want to finish playing. There's nothing wrong with finishing playing. And it's funny because Michael Jordan, of all people, the guy who's franchised, ended his career not the way everybody else wanted him to just leave that last shot in Utah set, but instead said, you know what, I can still play. I'd like to finish my career actually playing. That's okay, too. It's their career. For a guy like that who's a champion, I'm all on board.